Hi, welcome. In this video, I'll show you how to use functions and formula in Microsoft Excel to calculate CWA. So to do that, you open the Excel on your PC, okay? In case you don't have it on your desktop, you can look at the bottom left corner here. Have you seen where they've written type here to search? Then you type Excel over there to search for it. But I have mine opened at the taskbar already, so I want to open it through that place. Okay. Now, for year 1, semester 1, okay, you enter the various courses, their codes, and then the credit hours for each of the courses, and then the mark that you've gotten for each of them, and then your grade for each of the courses. So look at, this is an example, please. So look at my year 1, semester 1. So these are the courses and these are their codes, okay? And then we have their credit hours here. Then the total mark for each of the courses, as in the addition of mid-semester and end of semester, okay? And then I have the grades here. Now, what we are going to do here is that, look at this part. I've written semester and cumulative. And then I've written credits here and weighted marks over here. And then CWA here. Now, I want an answer for this place, this cell. Now, we call something cell reference, okay? The name of this cell is cell K5. Okay, that's the name of this cell, cell K5. To check it, look at the top left corner here. Okay, beside the formula bar, this place, at the top here, you see they've written K5 there, yeah. So, this place is cell K5, this is L5, this is K6, and this is L6, this is K7, and this is L7. Now, at K5, what I want at K5 is the total credit for that semester only, okay, for semester 1, year 1, semester 1, only, okay. So to use functions and formula for this is what we do. You type equal to, okay. Now, these are the credits, right? From here, from cell C5 to cell C12, isn't it? So we want to add all the credit hours together as for this place, okay? To know the total credit for that semester. Okay, that's the meaning of the title, semester. So what we do is that we type sum, S-U-M. You can type it in small letter or capital letters. So sum, then you open bracket. Now when you open bracket, now look at the first cell here, this one. This cell is called cell C5, where the 2 is, the first creditor, that's C5. So you can type C5 colon, then the last one, C12. Or you can click on this, then left click and drag to the last. Excel will automatically write it for you as C5 colon C12. You see that? Or you can type it, okay. So you close the bracket and you click enter. As soon as you click enter, it gives you the total credit hours for that semester, which is 18, okay. Now, there's something also we call weighted marks, okay, your weighted mark. Now, to find your weighted mark is credit hour for, let's say, biology for mathematicians, credit hour for it times the mark, okay, plus the credit hour for home skills times the mark, plus the credit hour for calculus times the mark, up to the last, okay. But it will be stressful stating them one after the other or finding them separately before you add, okay. So the function you are going to use for this is, you say equals, then use this function, sum product. This function, sum product. Okay, sum product. Then you open bracket. Now, it's asking you that the first array, array 1 and array 2, have you seen that? So the first array is this one. Okay, you can type it by saying cell C5 to cell C12. Or you can highlight, you can do it this way. You left click and drag to the last. You see that it's been typed automatically by Excel as C5 colon C12. then you bring what? Comma. After the comma, you can give a space and then go to the second one because we are dealing with the credit hour and the total mark. Okay, so you click on this also, then you left click and drag to the last. So it has also selected this one as what? Cell D5 to cell D12. Have you seen that? Then you close the bracket and click enter. So we get 1657. What this means is that 2 times 82 plus 2 times 85 separately plus 3 times 98 separately plus 3 times 94 plus 3 times 97 to the last. That's what has happened here. Okay, so that's what gives us 1657. Now, to find your CWA for that semester, okay, it is the weighted marks divided by the total credit hour. Okay, so you equal to, then you click on this, the weighted mark, then divided by, use a slash, this one. Then you click on this. Okay, so you see K6 divided by K5, then you click enter. It gives you 92.05556. Okay, so this means this is the CWA for that semester. But this is just for the semester. If you want to know the cumulative, now your first year, first semester in the school, the semester's credit hour, weighted marks, and then the CWA is the same as the cumulative. So you can type the same thing for this. But going forward, it won't be the same. I'll show you that. 57. Then the last one also 92.05556. Okay, so the cumulative will be the same as for the semester for the first year sem 1. Okay, then you see this plus, look at the down here, you see this plus sign. Initially, if you open a new Excel, you don't have sheet 2 and sheet 3 depending on the Excel or the version you are using. Okay, so you only click on the plus to get a new sheet. Okay, but I have opened new sheets down earlier. Okay, so when I go to sheet 2, I also type the courses for sheet 2, their codes, the courses, the credit hours, and then the total credit, and then the grades as well. Okay, now in sheet 2, be careful. Let's go back to sheet 1. In sheet 1, look at the location I've typed the semester, cumulative, credits, weighted marks, and CWA. When you go to sheet 2, they are the same location. Okay, semester is at K4 and cumulative is at L4. So when you go to sheet 1, it's also the same. Have you seen that? K4, L4. Same location. You can decide to type these ones here or at the bottom here. Okay, you can choose. But make sure where you place them in cell in sheet 1, it should be the same in sheet 2 as well. Okay, it's very important. It's important because of sheet reference, which we are going to look at now. Okay, so let's go to sheet 2 and see that. Now this is the second semester. Now in the second semester, we are going to do the same thing also. But for the cumulative, the formula we enter will be different. Okay, so to do that here, we say equals, then sum, that's SUM, then we open bracket. Then we select the first credit hour and then left click and drag to the last. You can also type it if you are not okay with this method. You type C5 column C10. Okay, up to the last one. Okay, so you close the bracket and then click enter. So for this semester, the total credit hour for this semester alone is 17. Okay, I mean second semester. Okay, and then for the weighted mark, you enter equals sum product, then open bracket. So the first array, okay, the credits are, we select it to the last, click and drag, then you bring a comma, space, then you also select the second one. From here, left click and drag to the last. You can also type it in case you can do it this way. Okay, you type C5 column C10, comma D5 column D10. then you close the bracket, then you click enter. So your total weighted marks for this semester, semester 2, is 1,575. So to know the CWA for semester 2, you just enter equals, then you click on this, you can type it as well, K6, okay, then slash, that's divided by K5, then you click enter. So your average for this semester, semester 2, is 92.64706. But usually they put them in 2 decimal places. Okay, if you want to convert this to 2 decimal places, you can click on this. Obviously, that you reduce it till it gets to 2 decimal places. You can increase it back to how it was. Obviously, that. Yeah. So let me put it in 2 decimal places. Let's go back to sheet 1. Let me put this also in 2 decimal places. So that's how to do that. Okay. Let me put this in 2 decimal places. So you click on this. Have you seen that? Now, for the cumulative in semester 2, the formula we are going to use is different. You won't write the same thing. Now, to find the cumulative credit hours, okay, you can say 18 plus what? The total credit for semester 1 plus total credit for semester 2. But what if the semester is up to 8? It will be stressful doing it one by one, okay? So the formula we are going to use here is, you enter equals, okay? Now when you enter equals, then you say sum, then open bracket. Now, when you enter sum, open bracket, then you type sheet 1, column, okay, sheet 2, then you bring exclamation. To get exclamation, you click on shift plus 1, where 1 is, you get exclamation, okay. Then you enter $sign. Now, where is the total credit hour for a particular semester located? Which cell is it located? It's at cell K5, isn't it? K $5. You are basically saying cell K5, but bring the dollar before the K and a dollar before the 5. Okay. Now, then you close the bracket. What this formula means is that you are telling Excel that, Excel, go to sheet 1 and pick the content in cell K5 in sheet 1 and add it to the content in cell K5 in sheet 2. That's why it's important to place them at the same cell location so that you can easily do the reference properly. Okay. So when we click enter, you see that you get 35. Now, the previous semester was 18, right? 18 plus 17, what's that? Is that not 35? So you see that you've been able to enter the correct formula for it. Now, to know the cumulative weighted marks, okay, the cumulative weighted marks, you also enter equals, then sum, open bracket, then you enter sheet 1, column, sheet 2, okay, then you bring exclamation sign, then this cell is called cell K6, and the previous semester total weighted mark was also at cell K6. So we want to tell Excel that take the K6 in sheet 1 and add it to the K6 in sheet 2 as well. So you can bring $sign and bring K, type K, then dollar again, and 6. Then you close the bracket. Okay. Now when you close it, you click on enter. It gives you 3,232. You take your maybe calculator or something and check 1,657 plus 1,575. That will give you 3,232. So the CWA will be, you bring equal to, then you click on this, divided by, then you click on this. So when you click enter, it gives you 92.34. Okay, so you click on it before doing that. So in 2 decimal places, it is 92.34. Now, One thing I want you to notice here is that though the CWA for that particular semester, I mean semester 2, okay, is 92.65, but that is not your current CWA. So if somebody asks you for your current CWA, it's not a 92.65. It will be the 92.34. Okay, it won't be this. It will rather be this. Okay, but for the previous semester, because that is the first semester, it will be the same. Okay, but as soon as you get to the second semester, then it won't be the same anymore. It will be cumulative. You get it? And then there's something also I want you to take note of here. When you look at semester 1, your WA, your weighted average for semester 1 was 92.06. Now, when you look at semester 2, you get 92.65. What this is trying to tell you is that whenever you want your CWA to increase, then you have to get a better CWA in the following semester than the previous semester. If your CWA is lower, I mean for the particular semester, let's say this happens to be 80. If it's lower than the previous semester, then the cumulative will reduce. That's how it is. So have you seen that the cumulative increased from 92.06 to 92.34 as a result of you getting a higher mark this time, a higher CWA in semester 2 than semester 1. You see that? So that's how it works. Now, let's also see semester 3, how we are going to enter the formula. Now, when we come to semester 3, it means year 2, semester 1. That's the meaning of semester 3. Year 2, semester 1. That's the meaning. Now, in year 2, these are the courses. Okay. Now, let's find the total credit for year 2, semester 1 only. So, for year 2 semester, we enter equals, then we take sum, then open brackets. Now, what's the name of this cell? Cell C5, isn't it? So, you can type it C5 or you click on it. It will also come that way. 2 means column, okay, column. There was the last one, C10, this one. It will be C10, isn't it? So, C10. So, we close bracket. You see that it has automatically highlighted the particular locations you are referring to. Okay, so you click enter. It's also 17. Then for the weighted mark, we enter equals. Now, we are using sum product. That's how to find weighted mark. Okay, we use this function sum product. So what's the first array? This one. So you can click on this and then left click and drag to the last. Okay, then comma, space, then you also click on the mark also, left click and drag to the last. Okay, then you close the bracket, then you click enter. So you see the weighted mark for this semester also. Yeah, so to know the average for that semester only, okay, we just take the total weighted mark, which is this, divided by the total credit. So for this semester, you get 85.76471. Now, when you look at your previous semester, it was 92.65, and your current semester is now 85.76. So you should know that the cumulative will definitely reduce. But let's do that and see. Now, to know the cumulative credits, okay, meaning semester 1 total credit, semester 2 total credit, and semester 3 total credit. So to do that, we say sum, we are adding the 3, okay, sum sheet 1, then column, sheet 3, sheet 3. You know, in the previous one, I used sheet 1, column, sheet 2, meaning it was just up to sheet 2, that's why. But this time around, it's sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. That's why you have to say sheet 1 to sheet 3. Okay. So sheet 1 to sheet 3. Then we bring exclamation. Then which cells are we adding? We are adding cell K. That's K5, right? So K5 of sheet 1, K5 of sheet 2, and K5 of sheet 3. then you bring $, then K $5. Then you close the bracket and click enter. So you know the total credit hours for the 3 semesters. So for the first semester it was 18, second sem was 17, and third sem is 17. So add them together, you get it 52. Then let's also find the total weighted marks for the 3 semesters. So we use also sum, then we open bracket. Okay, so we want to refer to sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3. So we say sheet 1 colon sheet 3. Colon means 2. So you are telling Excel that from sheet 1 to sheet 3. That's what you are telling Excel. Okay, so sheet 3. Then you bring exclamation. Okay, then you enter $. Now we are adding the weighted mark for semester 1, semester 2, and semester 3. And the weighted marks are located for each of the sheets. They are all located in K6, isn't it? So K $6. So you close the bracket and then you click enter. So you get 4690. Okay, so let's find the average of the cumulative. So to know the average, you enter equals, then you click on this slash, that's divided by, then this also. So when you click enter, it gives you 90.12. So let's approximate it to 2 decimal places. You come here and then click on it. Make sure it's active on the cell. Okay, then you click on it to get 2 decimal places. That's 90.19. Now when you look at the previous semester, your CWA was at 92.34, but when you come to the third semester, it has reduced to 90.19. So this tells you that when you're using CWA, for your CWA to increase every semester, you have to get a higher average for every semester to increase your CWA. If you get a lower average than the previous semester this sem, it means your CWA will reduce. So if someone asks you, as at year 2 semester 1, they are asking you for your average. If you want to mention for that semester only, then you will say 85.76. But for the cumulative, meaning from your first year, first sem, so where you are currently, you will mention a 90.19. Okay. Then you can also click on the plus at the bottom here to get a new sheet. Then you enter the data for semester 4, so in case you've done that. Okay. Then so you complete the school. So if you want to do it for the 4th semester also, you can repeat this same process, but make sure that when you are doing the sheet reference for the cumulative, it will be sheet 1 to sheet 4. So for the 5th semester also, which is 3rd year 1st semester, it will also be up to sheet 5. So you complete the school. Okay, so that's how to do that. So in the next video, we are going to look at how to use the if function. Okay, how to use the if function. So I'll end this here for now. Thank you.